Hi, and welcome to the Deep Dive.
Hmm.
Today we're going to talk about something most of us have, but maybe don't think too much about. Your passport.
Hmm.
We've got some info here, sort of broadly titled Global Passport Power and Research.
Right.
And our mission really is just to understand, well, what makes one passport stronger than another? And what does that actually mean for you, for people traveling?
Yeah.
Ever wonder why some folks seem to just breeze through airports while others maybe not so much? Let's get into it.
Exactly. Passport power, I mean, the core idea, like this source suggests, it really just boils down to, well, how easy does that little booklet make international travel for you?
Right. Ease of travel.
For some people, it's super smooth, maybe visa-free travel to lots of places.
Okay. So you don't even need to apply for anything first.
Precisely. But for others,
Hmm.
well, it can be a much more complicated thing. Lots of paperwork, maybe.
Yeah.
And that difference, that ease of movement, that's really the key, That's passport power.
Okay. So let's unpack this a bit. The source talks about everything that related to the strongest passports. That sounds pretty broad. What kind of stuff are we talking about?
Well, it's fascinating, actually, how interconnected it all is. It's not just about visa-free access, though that's a big part. It's also things like visa on arrival options. So you get the visa when you land.
Ah, okay. Still easier than applying beforehand.
Definitely. And then there are diplomatic relations between countries,
Right.
reciprocal agreements they might have, even a country's sort of economic stability or its international reputation. All that can play a part in how its citizens are welcomed abroad.
And the research part of the title
Yeah.
that suggests this isn't just guesswork, right? People are actually studying this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Precisely. When the source mentions you can search websites and info by yourself, it's basically pointing out that, yeah, there are organizations, various indices out there
That actually track this stuff. They rank passport power. And they mainly look at the number of destinations you can get into without needing a visa beforehand. That's kind of the main benchmark.
So for you listening, this is something you can actually look up yourself, see where your own passport stacks up. That's pretty interesting.
It is.
But here's what I'm really curious about. What are the actual, practical advantages if you happen to have one of these really powerful passports?
Oh, the advantages are pretty significant. I mean, first and foremost, it's about more freedom
Your freedom, yep.
and broader opportunities. Think about it. Easier travel for holidays, sure, but also for business trips, maybe studying abroad.
Right, or seeing family.
Or seeing family in other countries, exactly.
Yeah.
It could mean, say, someone from country X can easily pop over to a conference in, the Schengen area, while someone with a, let's say, less powerful passport might face a ton of red tape for the same trip. It
Yeah.
saves a lot of time. And money, potentially, on visa fees. Wow. It sounds like it could genuinely shape how you see the world, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
If you know you can hop on a plane to dozens of countries with minimal fuss versus, well, facing complex visa applications for almost every trip, that must change your perspective.
It totally does. It can influence where you might even consider going to university or looking for work or, like you said, where your support networks are.
Yeah.
And this difference in mobility, it does bring up some big questions, about the sort of built-in advantages that come with citizenship in certain places. I remember a colleague telling me after their country's passport got stronger, suddenly organizing international research projects became just way easier.
Huh. Interesting. So, okay, bringing this all together then, this deep dive, even just based on this outline, it really shows that your passport, it's way more than just an ID booklet, isn't it?
Definitely not just an ID. It's a real key to your global mobility.
Yeah.
That's really the main takeaway here. Passport power, fundamentally, it just measures that level of international travel freedom that a country offers its citizens.
Okay. So, with that in mind then,
Yeah.
here's something for you listening to think about. Since you can look this stuff up yourself online,
Mm-hmm.
what do you reckon are the biggest drivers behind a country getting that passport power?
Mm-hmm. Good question.
And maybe, how do these differences, this gap in how easily people can travel, how might that shape how we all think about, global citizenship and just exploring the world generally? Something to chew on after this deep dive.